Hello survivors, and welcome to another video. In today's video we are playing Nordic Ashes again, and we are going to be doing Ragnarok 5 on Talkôr. Now before that, let's go over Yggdrasil tree again just for him one more time. We've got 0 healing in here because he doesn't use hearts, he uses gold, so all of this is quite useless on him. We've gone for a little help. We've maxed it out because I've tried it without it and it actually feels kind of bad. You get a lot stronger, a lot faster with him when you have a little help active, and it just really does help a little bit. So we've got free gold maxed out and we've got an hour start. These do help with his early game. It makes him stronger and easier to get up and running. We've got the 2 points for the map. We've got a 35% XP bonus. We've got +2 in attraction, automatic seed gathering. This point doesn't really matter. It's just we have one seed left or leaf left that we can't use anywhere else. So we're putting it there for the meantime. Then we've got 1 point in projectiles. I know a lot of people don't necessarily fancy projectiles over here. So, you know, you can change this to something else. Maybe you can grab yourself more XP and attraction if you like that more than the projectile. But that's what I went, and we've got quite a bit in the combat tree as well. But without further ado, let's get into Ragnarok 5 with Talkôr. I have done a 2146 with him, which isn't too bad. It's 5th in the rankings. But we are going to go and do this in a way that isn't a speed run. We're going to go through how you can build him that makes it so that you can beat Ragnarok 5. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is the Amber Orb. We want to roll area. So we need to make sure that does roll area. If it doesn't, guys, it is the first or second skill point that you use. So you can just re-roll the skill, your game right away, and make sure you don't have the auto heal either. So we then go for Lucky Gnocchi, and then we go Glowing Coin. After that we are going to go for the XP a bit, and then we're going to spam the daylights out of his ulti. We do want his ulti to be level 3 before we even start using it, so that we can get the most relics out of it as possible. We don't really want chests because that just makes us wait longer for the game, and there's a higher chance of getting relics when it is at max level or level 3. Now because we go for Glowing Coin, we do also want to try and get as many fire relics as possible. Obviously RNG is going to dictate what we can and can't get, but we got to try and work with whatever it is that we do get. So we go for Golden Statue. Again, this is just going to help his early game, because we need as much gold as quickly as possible on Ragnarok 5 in order to survive, and making enemies gold is one of the best ways to do that as well. So there is a chance that we get 3 gold per gold pickup, and there is also the extra damage from the burn that we get from, you know, just dealing. Oh gosh, sorry guys, you know, we got hit over there. That's not very good for us. I even forgot what I was just saying because of us getting hit. Alright, the elite is gonna die, so we need to try and focus on surviving and gathering as many coins as possible. Obviously the more coins we get, the more damage we're gonna deal, and the more of a buff we're gonna grab from our passive. Or not from our passive, but from the coin. So we need to get as much gold as possible, because we're also not going for his first skill. First ascension, we need about 70 plus gold. So let's check the actual amount that we're looking for. Obviously the more gold, the more stats you get. We are going to be looking for a maximum of 95 gold before we are fully invested in the coin. So that is until we land up getting the second ascension. Once you have the second ascension, you only need 50 gold. So you do get a lot stronger, a lot quicker, but you don't have the same amount of gold dropping as you do in the beginning of the game if you go for the second ascension. So that's why I do the second ascension. But again, it is just a personal thing. So keep that in mind. We actually didn't have enough skill points for the ulti. I really thought we did, so we're not going to use it just yet. Grab the queen. We're not looking for relics just yet. We'll grab all of those soon. We do want to get all of our gold as quickly as possible so that we can get as strong as possible. So there we go. And we can start working on the XP now so that we can level up a lot faster. So we can start spamming our ulti, and oh boy, the amount of good luck that we have, that is disgusting. We just picked up the golden mushroom. If you don't know what the golden mushroom does, it gives you the most amount of stats available from any other mushroom in the game. And those stats are, let's just have a look over there. There you go, 50% to everything but movement speed and crit. So, and effective probability. So crit and movement speeds plus 15, 20% to effective probability, but 50% to absolutely everything else. So that is insane. A huge amount of buffs given to us from our first very first relic. We are on 99 gold now. I'm not going to pick up all of these chests that are dropped on the floor because our ulti is going to be dropping us a lot of them anyway. And we just picked up a reset, which means we've got two options here. We can either go for our first ascension, our second ascension, landing up on a wasted reset, if that makes sense. So we can either waste one of the resets and go for our ascension on the coin, and then obviously reset's not going to work, or we can use a reset on two of the relics that you can pick up, so Astrids Orb, Mani's bow, or something like that. Personally, I have a feeling I'm not going to use it on two relics. I'm going to use one on the coin and therefore waste the reset. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how quickly we get other relics and what the shop has to offer us beforehand. So I can't really say just yet. You do get very strong in the game. If we get like a Brok's Bazooka in the very beginning, then I will double reset. Well, not double reset, because you can only reset two separate weapons. But I will use reset on two separate relics if we land up getting two strong ones like Astrids Orb and Brok's Bazooka. We are getting some really nice fire relics over here, so getting a Brok's Bazooka will actually be very good for us. So we'll see what the game gives us. We can't really say until we have gone a little bit further into it. As you can see, we do have a decent amount of experience. We're sitting on 105%, 135% now. And we're going to go for our cooldown reduction now. And then damage. So 3 points for stone. I am going to actually use the stone now. The reason we want to grab it is because the earlier you get it, the better. When you do get percentage damage upgrades, it doesn't count stone in unless you have the stone first. So that +1 damage needs to be added before the percentage damages get added. Otherwise, you just get the +1 being in the brackets next to it. Let's go see what else we've got here relic-wise. A nice epic chest, and we don't have any other weapons, so that is fantastic. We get 10% crit on the coin, which is very big. We got more burn or fire relic flint. That is fantastic. So now there's a chance to burn enemies nearby and increased burn damage. So we really need to try and find ourselves a fire relic to use. Brok's Bazooka is really looking tasty right now. Obviously we still have to find it, but if we do, that will be the best relic possible for us. So there's a mirror. We're not going to use it just yet. That's fantastic as well. So we can grab that near the end where we have the gold that we want and we're not going to spend. So that's a really nice little gold over there. A nice relic, sorry. And we even got combustion relic over here for even more burn damage. So really looking like it's going to be a burn damage build. We really need to make sure we are able to get that Brok's Bazooka. Looking more and more like Brok's Bazooka for our dear friend here. I mean, we do enough damage, more than enough damage from our actual coin, so it is possible we don't need to get more for it already. So We just need to grab all this coin because we got hit quite badly there. There we go. We can also use our... There we go, because we just picked up another one. It's always nice when you find your magnets. It's always very difficult when you don't find them. So we're going to use 3 points over here on the store, on the shrine, because we've got a little bit of something over there. Also, what is my crit chance on coin right now? We are sitting at 75%, so we no longer need to roll crit. We can start rolling damage. And then the last shrine is the mirror, so we don't have to worry about that one just yet. And we can go for the damage over here, and we'll start doing our cooldown as well, which we could finish. So that's fantastic. We now have only got the area and the area and attraction left to do. Okay, we are getting a lot of chests. This is the unfortunate part. We don't really want that many chests, but obviously if you do get them, you do get them. There's nothing we can really do about that. But we would prefer to get relics or runes even, and that would be so much better for us. But it is what it is. We can't really choose, unfortunately. Okay, we got a crit tonic. This is insane. We just keep getting more and more crit, even though we are at a really decent amount of crit already. So we're not going to use that just yet. We are going to re-roll just a little bit. And we got Brok's Bazooka. Oh my goodness. That is insane. Okay, we don't need anything else. Right. Oh, do you know what? We'll actually go Sindri's Axe as well, and we will ascend that. So we've got 12 points. We're going to put them into Brok's Bazooka right now, but we will land up going 4 more. I don't need area though. Okay, we need 1 or 5 more levels, or a bit more actually, and we will ascend Brok's Bazooka. The RNG we have got in this run, guys, is completely insane. It is disgusting. You are not going to get so lucky. I don't know how. Whenever I push the record button, I just become the luckiest person alive and get the most insane relics whenever I need them. This is not how it works for me generally, but because you're all watching, the game wants me to succeed. So hopefully you can get some decent luck or RNG as well. You obviously don't need it, guys, but you know, this is just how it works out. I've got certain things going, and therefore they work out in the specific way. So because we are using a lot of fire, we got a lot of fire relics, and we are probably going to get more. I didn't want to spend too much in the shop. The next shop will spend a bit more, and then we'll get the magic mirror, or mirror, sorry, and we will have 198 gold, which gives us quite a few lives in the boss fight. And it also makes it so that we have a huge amount of area of effect. So really, really helpful, really, really nice to have. And we now need more points so that we can get ourselves more levels in Brok's Bazooka. No, I don't need chest game, although it is nice to have them because, you know, we get free upgrades for certain relics. Okay, getting a magnet here would also be extremely good. We do need 1 more skill point because we don't really want to have to take the legendary upgrades we did get over there. And also having some nice chests open for Brok's Bazooka is actually fantastic. We got 1 more, please damage. Okay, damage and cooldown is perfect. We are going to send it, and then we got the reset ascension from that as well. So getting the reset is fantastic, and as you can see, we are dealing decent amounts of damage with the bazooka, 230 plus per hit. So that is fantastic. We're just going to keep going. Every chest that gives us something for Brok's Bazooka we will go for. Otherwise it's going to be for the coin as well. So more projectiles, more damage, and even more area of effect is quite funny to get as well. So, you know, as you can see, we've got so much coin on the map. We've got so much of everything. We just need a magnet. Because as you can see, I'm not really picking up absolutely everything. But we're picking up stuff, so that's okay. Get a poison relic. Poison projectiles works extremely well with mushroom and area of effect, so that's pretty cool. We do have the mushroom relic as well, so it's going to work out just fine for us getting poison relics as well. So for Talkôr, you can get yourself poison and burn. They work extremely well, and if you get the poison to chill, that works even better. We got a nice epic chest over there for Talkôr, giving us +3 projectiles, which is fantastic, because obviously the more projectiles we have, the more damage we're going to be dishing out. There is our magnet. You know, you just got to ask and the game will give it to you. So really good RNG happening this run. Got a ragdoll. Look at the AoE of the ragdoll. It is disgusting. And we are just going to keep going and going and going. And I doubt there will be anything in this game that can stop us. Even Ragnar is going to have a hard time killing us as well. I don't even think he's going to get to go do anything to us past his phases. That's what we're hoping for. But obviously, it doesn't always work out that way. Okay, if we could get some more damage upgrades, that would be fantastic. I could have taken the Twin Blade, but the problem with Twin Blade is the negative effect that it gives you of taking more damage is just really bad on Talkôr. I feel like if you're grabbing yourself too much damage taken, then even just one hit in Ragnarok 5 could take you down 30 gold. So unless you get the Aegis helmet or whatever it's called, you don't take Twin Blade. That 30 gold loss per hit is disgustingly terrifying. So we don't want that. We don't have that gold to kind of waste. So we got to stay away from that. Alright, we got 24 level ups. I don't know if that's enough or if it is, but we'll have to use it soon. I think we'll use it once we get our next Ascension Crystal. There is no rush in using it right now. We can use it just before the boss fight actually, and that will help us kill him a little bit faster. So we'll use it now. I know I just said there's no rush to use it, but we're going to use it. We're looking for everything that says damage right now. We've got this, the levels to spend on it. So everything that says damage, we want the most amount of damage as possible. And that's just going to be insanely fun to play. So there, one more skill point on damage, but we are going to need more level ups, unfortunately. But as you can see, we are one-shotting absolutely everything. I accidentally picked up a chest. We can go for damage for Sentry's Axe, that's okay as well. And I think we're actually going to level up our... See, this is the problem now. We don't need to ascend another weapon. We can just keep Brok's Bazooka being our one and all. But we could go for Sentry's Axe as well, but we don't necessarily get enough XP from the game itself to do that. But we are getting levels. 21 projectiles. With how much damage? 330 damage. That is insane. We are absolutely critting for 500 damage on a Ragnarok 5. Obviously this ain't any world record, but as you can see, we just one-shot the boss into his second phase and he is down for the count. No problems. We did manage to get off our level up there. We don't need any other things. We're going to grab that. I don't even think we're going to need a magnet, but we will take it. I don't think we need any other relics. We are in a super amazing spot over here, except for when you land up getting hit. So we need to get more gold now. Luckily for us, we have an extremely strong weapon Brok's Bazooka, so we still don't really need to worry about anything, as the amount of gold we get only works for coin and for our area of effect. So Brok's Bazooka is still going to be insanely strong regardless of how much gold we have. Just the area of effect is going to be affected, and that's not such a big deal. So we don't actually need to ascend our coin. We can look at ascending other things, and as you can see, we are able to take hits like a champ, so it really doesn't matter if we do take an attack here or there. And +9 damage on Brok's Bazooka, that is insane. It already has so much damage, and we are just getting more and more damage and area of effect as we go along. So we actually can grab ourselves more area of effect over here and start working on our Synergies axe. So there we go. Again, we're going to look for just damage and then anything else. We do have the skill points, so we've got the luxury of doing this. There we go for projectiles. I have noticed that Sindri's axe doesn't actually have duration on it, and the duration is what makes it so that the axe spawns out further away from you than if you just had it normally. So duration is something you want to build, but it's not something that you can build on the axes. So try and keep that in mind. You do want some form of duration on your character with Sindri's axe. So really interesting little bit of knowledge over there for the weapon. Alright, we got a lucky mushroom, which is plus even more stats, which is fantastic because, you know, we just get free stats in absolutely everything over there, and that's just going to make us even more stronger. So we would be really happy if we could get the final mushroom as well, the glorious mushroom, and if we get that, that would just be the funniest thing ever, because having all 3 mushrooms in one game mode is just like insane stats, and I don't even know what their stats would be in total, but having all 3 of them would be disgusting. So there we go, we are going to ascend this, and then we can start working on the damage. I am going to just actually hold down spacebar for its last 10 levels, or 9 levels in this case, and we'll just go with whatever it is. Brok's Bazooka is strong enough to do everything on its own, so we don't really need to worry about that. What we do have to worry about is me running into these silly coins. That is really a problem for me right now, as I'm not really focusing on my surroundings like I usually do. Right, there's a heavy stone. You do want to try get stone and heavy stone as soon as possible in your runs because of the percentage damage, because as you can see next to the percentage damage there is a +6, so that means that +6 does not count towards any percentage damage buffs, which is okay as well because the flat damage buff is actually really good anyway, and it does help us. And +12 damage from Brok's Bazooka. Guys, this is like one of those godly runs that everyone wishes they could get on Talkôr. I am so sorry that my run is just so well RNG'd right now. It would seem that to demo things, I get really good RNG, and it really isn't always like this. This is like a 1 in every 10 runs gets like this, at least for me. I've been playing him over the weekend quite a bit, so you know you gotta keep playing, and eventually you do get the good luck and the runs like this, and they are really fun to play and really superb. And I just think that it's ridiculous when all the stuff aligns. What I did forget about, and I'm not gonna get there in time, is the mirror. Oh no, come on. It's right here. Let me get it. Yes, we got it. Oh boy, look at those cannons go. We got it just in time. I nearly forgot about mirror, everyone. That would have been terrible. Alright, 2 more projectiles. Why not? We got 199 gold. Let's go and level this up. Like I said, we're just going to spam the space bar. We'll hold it down, not spam it. and we got everything but a lot of damage, and that's okay. As you can see, our tree was practically full. We didn't go for the attraction, we didn't really need it, and we got really good relics this run as well. So it doesn't always happen, but Talkôr is extremely strong regardless. As you can see, like I said, he wouldn't get an attack off. We just land up destroying him, and we got to watch out for those, there we go, for these stupid laser beams. And now we can just start running around our friend Ragnarok again, and he's going to instantly phase again. And this is just so funny to see how we can just do so much damage to him so quickly. Just dodge the laser beams, dodge the projectiles, and here we go. This could have been a really good speed run, but I mean, it didn't really matter. I wanted to show you guys just how fun Talkôr is in R5. As you can see, our Brok's Bazooka did nearly 13k DPS with 8 million damage. We did 1 million damage with Sindri's axe, which we only leveled right at the end, and 2.8 million damage for the coin. So really a huge amount of damage done that entire game. We were level 180 with 28,000 kills. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was an insane one. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.